I could do it in Italian, I would, but I can't. To give the proper introduction to Chef Alessandro
Cartumini.
Correct?
Yes.
He is here originally from Milan.
Yes.
Around the area, Lago
Maggiore.
Yes. Maggiore. And now you're at the beautiful Four Seasons Santa Barbara.
Yes, at the Biltmore there. It's a beautiful hotel, reminds me of the lake.
It must.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, we were talking before we started our chat here today, that after 10 years in California, you are a native.
Yeah.
You are a transplant.
I guess you start cooking like a Californian, thinking like a Californian, driving like a Californian, I guess,
So tell me how that California influence is seen in your food.
Yeah. Well, it's, of course, what I'm using, it's mainly from California, like I'm starting to use extra virgin olive oil from California,
Really?
And
don't tell your grandmother.
I will not. Not even my mom,
No.
Yeah.
Secret safe with us.
Of course, risotto is only from Italy, risotto rice, that's the only way you can get it. But, it's great to see how this country, like, especially, California where we are, in the last 15 years, has grown so much, and like events like this are really bringing up what's the food in America. I mean, America's got great food,
Sure.
but now it's got, like, probably one of the best food in the world, you have to say. The variety,
you can boast your own food culture, of course, in Italy, but I guess it's not as varied, the variety.
No, like I never ate sushi before coming to San Diego.
Yeah.
That was my first hit in Aviara at the Four Seasons.
Sure,
there.
sure.
We just did, we mainly eat pasta, risotto, gnocchi, we have all of that. Depending on what area you are, you might cook with more tomatoes, less butter, more extra virgin olive oil, less Parmesan cheese. But the ingredients that we use are very much from Italy and from there. And when you come to California, you start to think about, maybe I can put a little bit of soy sauce in my cachuca sauce. I wouldn't tell my
your
mom.
grandmother. Don't tell your mother. No.
But, it's really. I mean, and melting pot is like a stereotype. Nobody likes to use it, but it kind of makes sense.
It's true.
You cook. I mean, food is culture, so you use the culture of where you are at, and you adapt to it. Of course, the Four Seasons where I work at, I cook mainly Italian in one restaurant, and I cook like California coastal cuisine.
Lovely.
I just started a new concept at the bar with like tapas.
Yes.
So try to go a little bit Spanish there, and we do a lot of catering, a lot of weddings. So if someone comes in and say, I want a Persian dinner, I want a Greek dinner, we have to be able, we are the Four Seasons.
So do you, as a young chef, have enough time or opportunity to travel to some of these places to learn some of this cuisine?
No, I have to say,
you haven't had a trip to Persia lately.
Not really. No, I mean, I've been cooking in the kitchen since I was 14 years.
So how do you?
Well, you do a lot of research.
Okay.
You do tasting, and of course, if you have, let's say you're from Persia, and you tell me, this is how my grandma used to make this great bulgur wheat salad, and you say, my grandma used to put more mint, or used to put more, I don't know, like pine nuts or raisins in there, and I say, okay, you know what, I listen to what you're telling me.
I love that.
And I try to cook the way you wanna eat your food, Then if you come to my restaurant where I'm cooking Italian food, that's my pasta, that's the way I'm gonna make my pasta.
Exactly.
But if you're doing your own wedding or your own event, I'm open to suggestions.
So you're getting a little bit of travel right there in your restaurant. People
and it's great.
Come to you. Well, but before we say goodbye, I have two questions.
Yes.
Pasta.
Yes.
Fresh or box?
Fresh. Depends on what you want to do, Like,
I like box.
I make fresh pasta. I just bought a $16,000 pasta machine last year.
Okay, so fresh.
With an extruder. Last night I made mac and cheese croquettes, and the mac and cheese was made with house-made pasta. For kids, if your kids come to our resort, we make mac and cheese fresh from scratch. So we make the little macaroni.
But wait, do they still like it? Because you know how they are.
I have to use their secret sauce, and then at the end of the day, they like their burgers, they like their fingers, but you can incorporate a little bit of salad, a little bit of broccoli, a little bit of green beans in there,
I love it.
Training.
All these secrets we're keeping from everybody. Okay, and then the other question is, if I'm going to Milan, and I have
in October during Fashion Week, maybe
or this summer on a European Grand Tour, what's my food stop in Milan? Where should I go?
Well, you should go to Krakow.
Krakow.
I do like Krakow Pack, and like Marchesino, which is Gualtiero Marchesi.
Okay.
And then Aimo Nadia is a great restaurant to go to, and my favorite spot for lunch is actually Luini. It's a panzerotti place. It's like a snack bar. Luini, Luini.
Luini.
Luini, yeah. Fried
From
panzerotti.
Alessandro.
Yes.
You heard it here first,
Yeah.
and if you're in the
Milan.
beautiful Santa Barbara, you know you're going to...
Four Seasons Santa
Four
Barbara.
Seasons, there's only one place
Yeah.
for any occasion. Great
Yeah.
to see you. Enjoy your food and
Ciao.
wine at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, I will. Ciao.